Well, we're home. Wow. What a last couple of days I've just had. Oh my dear. Yeah. It's not been good. It's not been very good at all. Mr. Travaskis, he's still going. He's in hospital. But he's not very well. He suffered a stroke. The guy, he just needs to calm down a little bit, to be honest with you. He needs to start taking it easy, really. He needs to think about retirement. Do you know what I didn't realise? The man's 86 years old. I mean, as much as I wind him up, he's pretty damn active for someone who's 86. But yeah, he's going to be in hospital for a little while. But hopefully, he's going to be okay. Now, I guess stuff goes on. We've got things to do. Not a great deal I can do just contemplating about Mr. Travaskis, but we did win this. And when I say we, Mr. Travaskis won it for us, which is amazing. So we've got things to do. We've just got to get on with it. Fortunately, it had a standard tow hitch, so I've been able to bring it back on the Mercedes, but we need to get straight into these fields. Now, they were just starting to germinate, actually, when I left, when I made my way to the Court Farm show. So, yeah, they're looking pretty good. We just need to get some fertilizer on them. I'm not too concerned about herbicide in this one because we freshly ploughed it and we put quite a bit of work into these two fields to try and restore the nutrients and try and make sure it was good to go. So I just want to put some fertilizer on there, just increase that yield as much as I can. And the other field, I'm not going to walk down and have a look at it, but I'm going to take Mr. Travaskis' word for it. It looked very good, and he said, as far as he was aware, it had already been treated with a herbicide. So hopefully there are no weeds in there either. Pretty good. We've got ourselves a couple of decent little harvests going on here. Yeah, definitely. So first things first, I mean, I'm just going to pop in, stretch my legs out, have a cup of tea. Then we need to head to the shop. See if we can't get them to load up. I mean, probably load up quite a big IBC maybe of some liquid fertilizer, just so we can bring it back and fill up the sprayer. Got no means of getting it out of the truck though, so I might just have to leave it in the back of the pickup for a minute or two, but I'm sure that will be absolutely fine. Now, Loretta, she will be here in a bit in little old Squishy, probably later on this afternoon. She is bringing back Mrs. Travaskis. She's obviously been staying with Loretta, or Loretta's mum and dad, but she is coming back home today, and I believe Loretta's going to stay with her a little bit, but obviously she'll be around here a bit too. She's not been feeling very well, you know. pretty much ever since we went to the fun fair. I told her it was a bad idea, but she did not listen to me. But yeah, most mornings she's been getting up feeling quite ill, throwing up quite a bit in the mornings, which is bizarre. I don't know why that's still happening, given that it's been 4 or 5 days since the fun fair. But strange. But hopefully she's alright. When she's feeling a bit better, they'll make their way over here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to head into the house, get a cup of tea. It's just been a few hour drive. I'm feeling a bit knackered. And then we're going to get straight into these fields. I just really hope the Zeta can pull it. I'm certain it will be able to. I'm sure. I'm nearly back at the shop now. Nice cup of tea when I got home. So I don't know how much an IPC is, to be honest. This will be the first time I've ever bought one. We're doing alright for money. Much better than I wanted to be honest with you. Now, we missed out, didn't we, on the end of the auction. Obviously, yeah, my attention was brought to Mr. Travaskis, really, because I was so worried about him. But we missed out on the auction. Yeah, so no tractor, no money spent. Not a bad thing, but it is a bad thing. So as it stands, let's just have a quick look. I'll just check how much I got in my account. Yeah, so a lot more money than I thought. So I can't imagine the cost of this IBC is going to be much of a problem. But it is a shame. I really wanted to go for a tractor a bit bigger. My concern is, when it comes to harvesting in a couple of months' time, that massive trailer that we won, that big Marston trailer, which was an awesome trailer, which I haven't actually organised to even get back here yet, to be honest, but I cannot see the Zeta being able to pull that. Certainly not fully loaded. We're going to have to do lots of little loads. And I just don't want to keep leasing these tractors. That Lamborghini over there is really nice, but I just don't want to be doing it. I'm really gutted I didn't win that class. Anyway, let's speak to these guys. Yeah, Ideal, thank you very much. You are a star. Yeah, I'll be careful. No worries, thank you, buddy. Wow. It's a little bit too big, so we'll have to just drive down, take it a bit easy, leave the tailgate down. It's not too much of an issue. A couple of decent straps on there. I just popped into the petrol station and bought, so yeah, we just got to head this back now. £3,200 though for that. I mean, I'm hoping that's going to last us. There's no expiry date on it, which is good. So I'm hoping that's going to last us 2 or 3 harvests maybe. Or 2 or 3 plants, I guess. Yeah, hopefully that'll be fine. Cool, this is feeling very back heavy. We are going to have to take this very easy. There is also a dog here wandering around somewhere. Right, good. Right, let's head on back. We'll just start this fertilizer. I'm quite excited. Right, here we are back home. We'll just get this fertilizer spreader filled up. Might have to do it manually though. I'm going to have to leave this IBC in the back of the pickup truck because, yeah, unless we use a good 2/3 of it, it's going to be far too heavy to take off the back, which is a bit of a pain. I need to get myself some sort of vehicle with a front loader. I wonder if maybe we could even get one attached to the Zeta. That would be quite handy. That would be real handy. Right, let's leave that there. And hopefully that's close enough. Yeah, I should be able to connect that up there. In fact, one of those hoses looks like they'll do that. So we'll get it all connected up. I'll get the Zeta out warming up. And then we'll get straight on with the job. Loretta is due to phone me as well any minute. So I'll have a little chat with her too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that's fine. I'll see you in see you in a few hours, I guess. Hopefully you manage to get it before it gets too dark. But weather's really nice over here. It's really, really nice. It was raining when I left. Now it's lovely and sunny. Alright, well I'll see. What do you need to talk to me about? Okay. Alright then. Alright, well, I'll just wait till you get here. Speak to you in a bit. Okay, right. Well, they've just left. They're on the way. Be a couple of hours at least. Probably a little bit longer than that, but it's fine. We've got stuff to do. I've let the Zeta warm up. The sprayer is absolutely filled to the brim with liquid fertilizer, which is amazing. Now, kind of facing in the wrong direction. However, I've not used this gate, I don't think, at all. So we'll just go through here. Get these two top fields done first of all. So Loretta's got something she wants to talk to me about, but she won't say it over the phone. I mean, what on earth do we need to talk about that she can't just tell me straight away over the phone? I don't know what the deal is there. Anyway, let's not worry about that for a minute. Here we go. It's all feeling very real now. First fertilizing session on our first planted field, ready for our first harvest. This is amazing. I hope my nan and granddad would be proud of me. That's for sure. Now, let's have a fiddle here. And which button is it? Yeah, that looks good. Oh dear, I'm quite close to the wall. Okay, that was very lucky. Didn't quite hit the wall. This is a lot wider than I thought. Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was going to be quite wide, but yeah, I'm really happy with this. Really happy with that. Now, let's just see. Do I need to probably lower it? Let's try and position myself a bit better here now. Also move away from that wall a bit. Right, okay. I mean, it's so far so good. It's pulling this no problem at all, which is amazing. It's quite a tricky little bit of machinery to move though. So let's try and reposition myself. And I can keep a handy little eye on that dial as well and see how quickly we're going through this, but I can't imagine, surely not. I mean, it took nearly half of the IBC. I can't imagine we're going to need to refill it again. Now anyway, do I need to lower this down? Doesn't seem to be a button for it. Okay, right, turn it on. Oh, look at that. Right, well, let's go. Oh, that is fantastic. Just what we wanted. And, although it's slow, it's going to do a great job because it's wide. Zeta's getting some really good farm work out of it.
Find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
Amazing. I'm pretty sure I've caught everything I needed to get. I'm pretty confident that I've covered everywhere, and it's really not taken long at all. But we have got to move on to the slightly bigger field now. But again, I'm not concerned. This isn't going to take very long at all. Now, we'll just pull out of here. As it stands, the only way into that bigger field is through the main entrance off the main road. I'm definitely going to have to get a quote from some sort of contractors. Maybe the builders that did the house come up with that big digger and see if they can knock down some of that hedgerow, because it would be so much better if I'm able to get into that field without having to go onto the main road. Especially with the Zeta being so old and borderline road legal. I mean, it passed its MOT, but it is borderline, and I don't know about this sprayer as well. It is a bit of an old beat up sprayer, that's why we got it so cheap. But yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine PC Atkinson would be too happy if he kept seeing me driving this on the road. But anyway, right. Hopefully, just as quick as the last job. We will soon find out. Look at it though, doesn't it look great? Right, just remember, which button was it? Hopefully that one. This shouldn't take too long at all.
Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours.
Okay, last bit. Last bit. Again, do you know, didn't take too long. It is later on in the afternoon now. Looks like the sun may just be starting to go down. It's getting a little bit dimmer, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. And this is a big, big thing done, you know. This is a big task done now. We're pretty much plain sailing through to harvest. My only concern, really, is, I mean, my small concern is that this Zeta, don't think it has the power to pull a trailer full of grain. Which is a bit of a concern. It could, just shut that up a minute. It could mean that we're going to have to kind of partially fill the trailer, do multiple trips to wherever we're going to sell it, which we're going to have to do straight from the field, but I expected that anyway. It's just going to make the job very time consuming. But my even bigger concern is I don't actually have a header for the harvester, and that is a big concern because yeah, it's an older harvester, probably not going to be universal fit. Maybe it will be, but if I don't get a header, we can't do anything. I really need to try and prioritize something. Now, I did notice actually a couple of weeks ago, back when we borrowed the seeder, there were some parts there in the corner, similar harvester to ours actually, but one that had completely fallen apart, a bit like what ours looked like before we had it fixed. But there was a header there, and I don't know if it's any good. I might be clutching at straws a little bit, but I am going to ask, and I'm hopeful we can make something work. So I'm not going to worry about it too much, but yeah, that is something that might be an issue if I can't fix it in the next week or two. Right, anyway, I'm just going to top up this fertilizer sprayer. See if I then can then get that IBC off the back of the pickup truck, really. If we can get 2/3 of it down, then hopefully I will be able to just give it a shove off the back. I need to clean the Mercedes again as well. Look. That drive to Court Farms and back has made it dirty again. I cannot be having that. Right, let's get this sorted out a minute. Wow. Not particularly ideal, but it is off the back. Just about. Yeah. We'll be emptying this at some point anyway. Not ideal at all. I just basically slid it right off the back. Okay, they're at school now anyway, so they're pretty much here. So, I mean, what a day. Pretty productive actually. We have got quite a lot of work done. All 3 fields have been fertilised. There was a little bit of weed growth up in the top field there, I noticed. But actually, the majority of it is pretty good. Not that you can see a great deal now because it's starting to get dark, the sun's going down, but I'm really happy with what we've achieved so far, and I'm really confident we'll also be able to get a header, so I'm not overthinking it too much. We'll just shut that gate up. We're going to head on down to Mr. Javaskis' farm, but weirdly enough, he's not going to be there this time. It's going to be a bit of a strange feeling. Hopefully he'll be back really soon. And I need to find out what Loretta's going on about as well. I don't know what she needs to talk to me about. Not sure. Let's get this all closed up. Over here, typical weather. Just started raining as always. Now, Mr. Javaskis' van is there, but unfortunately I know he's not with it. I tell you what, I mean, obviously he's going to come home, but he's such a strong guy, he's going to come home, but I don't know if they're going to let him drive anymore. I'm not so sure. Right, well, I don't see Loretta's car unless she's parked around the corner, but either way, I won't take a space, I'll park up around the side here. Oh, hello. What's going on over there? What is going on over there? Let's park in here. How you doing, bud? You alright? What you doing? Wow. Looks like they're loading them up. I don't blame her. I really don't blame her. Mrs. Javaskis sees the opportunity to reduce the amount of livestock he's got, and I 100% agree. To be honest, the guy needs to calm down a bit. He needs to start having an easier life, but he's going to be so disappointed. He's going to be gutted. He loved these. He really loved these things, and I think they got used to me now as well. Ever since my bike riding incident, where I accidentally flipped over that fence there, they seem to be alright with me now. I am still a bit wary, so don't you get too close to me, mate. But yeah, it is a shame. End of an era. He's going to be upset. He's going to be really upset. But anyway, they're obviously home if they've organised all of this. Let's go and have a look. Oh yes, please. Can I have a cup of coffee today? Actually, I've had quite a long day, so might give me a little bit of energy a bit later on in the day. Yeah, coffee. Just the one sugar, please. Thank you, Mrs. Javaskis. Anyway, what do you need to talk to me about? What have you got to show me? Well, what on earth is that? Is that what I think it is? Are you kidding? Wow. This is going to change everything. This changes everything.